Good afternoon. My name is Walter L. Robinson. That's Walter L. Robinson, and I'm the water shoe guy. This is my channel, and basically I've been talking about water shoes for the last year or two on YouTube, and but today we want to talk about something else. Well, first, I got my hat on. I'm trying to, cover my bald spot. But it's been brought to my attention. Well, it wasn't brought to my attention. My attention was brought to this subject of the females. I'm going through YouTube, and I'm hearing a lot of brothers and sisters, speaking negatively about the black female. Now I'm an old guy. I've been around a little while or whatever, and maybe I know some stuff. Maybe I don't. Maybe I can show you guys some stuff, or we kind of add some positive education, or add some kind of education into this subject, because usually what happens in almost all cases, you begin to talk negatively about somebody or something or a group, and what happened? Before you know it, you get into demonization. Well, they're this, they're that, they're this, they're that. And before you know it, the vulgarity starts, the belittling starts, the hitting starts, and then you get into more violence and all this. And we don't want to necessarily go that way. Now, women folks is not my thing. I mean, I know a lot about women folks, but that's not my cup of tea. I'm into water walking, and of course nobody ever heard of water walking, and I understand that, but that's what I'm into, and that's what I've been into the last 40 years. And here's one of my books. Might as well plug one of my books. This is my latest book about water shoes and all that. Then I have another book. This is my earlier book on water shoes. I turn that around. This is my earlier book on water shoes and all that. Now, that don't necessarily mean I'm some kind of authority. That don't mean that I know everything or know anything. I would say, well, of course, we're at Amazon.com, and you can pick up the books at Amazon.com. Maybe a little plug, why not? This thing, well, I can also say I walked the Panama Canal 1974 in the English Channel 1978, and of course I was in Jet and Ebony and the New Yorker magazine for you uptown guys, and I've done a lot of stuff. Normally, I don't want to come out with all kind of junk and jab, because it just creates a bigger problem. I don't want to talk about me, but I just want to say a little bit to establish, who I am. I'm do some stuff. I'm presently located well, right now I'm in Japan, and I've been here for the last 10 years or so, whatever, 15 years or so, doing research on my water shoes and all that, and before that I was in the military, and I was in Germany and down in Panama and some other places and all that stuff. Got a chance to see a lot of people. I was in Vietnam back in the old days, 68. Seen a lot of people, seen a lot of cultures, and maybe I could contrast some things. And some things look quite obvious, and some things don't. And it's easy to maybe not pick them. We don't want to use harsh words, but kind of, well, well, this person is this and that person is that, or this group is this and this group is that. But we're primarily talking about, and I'm looking at the clock here, we're just going to go 9 minutes, and then we're going to go some more 9 minutes. But on YouTube and on Facebook, there's a lot of negative material on black women. And we, as black folks, must protect and defend our black women. And we don't have to just, well, we just got to defend these people and blah, 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 and all this stuff. But there's scientific material that we can bring to bear, or academic material, or just basic street material. And we realize that we're dealing with an audience that may be street, and I'm down with street. People who may be academic, and maybe people who are higher intellectuals. And so some of the things we're going to say, maybe you already know, and maybe some of the things we're saying, maybe you know, but you haven't looked at the thing in this way. So we're going to start with basic material on women, and hopefully this will get the men out of, stop this demonizing, or at least slow it down, or at least get a different perspective. And also it might help the women folks. And usually the people that talk about is young women, between maybe 14 and 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, that kind of age group. The younger women who they think they seem to be loud and wrong, and they're wearing all these wigs, and they got large body parts, and they got you short dresses and tight skirts, and they talk loud, and they raise a lot of sand, and they do all this stuff and all this stuff. But we're going to get into the nuts and bolts of what's going on, and maybe give you some tips how, first of all, the women, the black women, and maybe other women, Puerto Rican and all that, because I see them a little, they do all kind of little flashy stuff and fight and raise hell a little bit and all kind of stuff. Maybe that group also, maybe some of the lower whites. I don't know. But the deal is, maybe you can take some of this information and use it. Now, of course, you can't please everybody, and we're not trying to please everybody. I'm not trying to please everybody. I'm not trying to say I know everything, but I do know some stuff. And it's just a matter of perspective, of looking at things in a different way. But I mean, we're not trying to change your opinion. I mean, if you have an opinion that black women are bad and this and that, we're not trying to change your opinion. We're just saying, well, why don't you? Maybe you ought to just look at this. And if you want to keep your opinion or whatever, or your point of view, whatever, then drive on.